Hey y'all, it's your girl Kelly J,
Kel.
and I'm straight from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. Ain't no waiting for the top, cause I'm steady climbing the tree. Pleasant Grove to Oak Cliff, yeah, you know where we be. This is my show, and I got it under control. Podcast to interviews, yeah, we doing it all. Got the tea for whoever, ain't no Lipton involved. So when you got it poppin', girl, you know who to call. I'm the realest of the real, I'm just stating the facts. I got it out the mud, and I put the team on the back. Try to tell me I could never, so I did it and laugh. You know it's my turn, yeah. Kelly J on the map, y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? We are back. We are back with another episode of Brotha right here on KellyJENTrprise, along like always with our special guests, Boss Man Ben and Big E, aka Evan, aka Bodyguard. You know, you name it, that's E. And like always, y'all, we do have Brotha coming in with us today. Before we get started, I wanted to make a couple of announcements for y'all who did not know. But on Tuesday, your girl Kelly J celebrated her 33rd birthday. Very, very, very thankful to God to still be here to today. Today. Very thankful to still be here. Shout out to Chef Him So Messy for making this delicious red velvet cake, y'all. It is still being ate, and I don't know if I really want to share it. I should have got a picture of AKT cakes from Southern Comfort. Shout out to them. Shout out to her bringing through the chocolate cake. Now, y'all, for those of y'all who don't know, I've been enjoying. I've only gone now twice, but I got the privilege. Shout out to Boss Man Ben for taking me to the shooting range. Yeah, your girl did some damage. Okay, this is how it started. Okay,
Who got shooters on their squad?
like this is how it started. Okay, straight heart shot right off the rip. And then Boss Man Ben came in, and together, y'all, we killed the person. So sad the person did not make it, but it's okay. It's all right. My birthday was amazing. Boss Man Ben took your girl out to eat. And y'all, he's truly been amazing this whole birthday. Not only that, but he got to witness the Kelly J brand go to another level. And with that being said, y'all, Kelly J is officially Kelly J LLC. We are your one-stop shop for your business and everyday needs. So anytime you hear that Kelly J name, just know you're gonna be well taken care of. And last but not least, y'all, and then we're gonna jump right into the show. I told y'all I had some stuff to announce. It's been a while, but I always talk about smoking on the show. I talk about how helpful marijuana has really made things for myself with every day. And honestly, a lot of people be like, "Girl, you smoke a lot." No, I don't. No, I don't. But with that being said, I am an entrepreneur who does partake in that. And with that being said, I had to go ahead and create a group for people like myself who is in business and who does partake. So I came out with Biz and Buzz. It's a 420 friendly collaboration networking group for entrepreneurs. The group is located on Facebook. It is invite only. So if you're wanting to be invited, DM me and let's get you into the group. But y'all, without further ado, Brotha.
Minnie.
Hey,
What up? What up?
how you?
I'm here.
Hey, we out real quick. Let's see. So Tiana said, "Happy birthday, my girl." Thank you, my love. Thank you. Mimi says, "I thought you were gonna bring me a slice. I will be waiting. Much love." Yeah, girl, I'm gonna bring you a slice. Yeah, I got you. And we got Mama V with hey, Mama V, how you doing? What, brother?
What up? What up?
You know something? You know what I forgot to tell the people? I done gave them all the spiel about all catching them up and shit. But the one thing I forgot to tell them is make sure that they like and comment and subscribe to the channel.
And can't forget that.
It just smash that bell, you know? Just smash it.
Gonna take it real quick.
Right. And then not even that, brother, you know, if they want to be on the show or they need some brotherly advice, they can email us at KellyJTV@gmail.com, and we're always willing to give some solid advice on the show. So we'll get the letters, read them up, you know, read them over as a team, and then we'll give you guys our feedback from it. So do write into us, ask brother or the brothers for solid advice, and they'll always give you guys some right back. So with that being said, brother, and to the special guys, is there a such thing as being too straightforward?
Look, I ain't gonna be straightforward right now, but yes and no. It's all situational based. I'm gonna say, you know, I feel like you want to be straight up, but some people might not be able to handle you being straightforward. You know,
Ain't that a personal problem, not a you problem or a me problem?
it is a personal problem, but it's also a you problem depending on who that person is. Because if that's your kids, or if that's your girl, or something, you gotta take that into consideration. If that's somebody out on the street, then you know it is what it is. You take it how you take it.
Okay, so maybe I just realized maybe that's where I've been fucked up in life. That explains why everybody has been leaving my life. All right. The problem with me is I don't give a fuck if you on the street or not. You take what I give you, and what I said is what I said. You know, I see a lot of memes talking about that Leos, what they say is what they say. We'll apologize for how we said it, but we won't apologize for what we said. That's me all day, every day. I'm not, if I said it, now the only way I'm gonna apologize, let me say this, the only way I will apologize is if I really know, like, I really hurt somebody's feelings. But even then, I'm gonna apologize the way I was. It'll be a sincere, like, I never meant to hurt you, but I meant what I said.
I'm not apologizing.
I meant what I said. That's just me. I meant what I said. Simple as that. Because I feel like that's where the bullshitters become bullshitters. If I can't just be straight up with you and be like, listen, either I like you or I don't. I fuck with you or I don't. You make me sick or you don't. Like, it becomes the gray area. Mm-hmm. That's where it is with me. So I think that's probably why I also am effed up with not having people in my life. Because when it becomes the gray area situations, I am for sure about to make sure I'm good, covered from A to Z. And if that means your feelings got to be hurt because of it, oh well. Ain't nobody ever spared mine.
But you know, I guess that's the counterpart in me that want to make everybody happy, want everybody to smile and all of that, but take everybody into consideration.
Come back, come over here. So we talk up. We got E with the message. What did you say?
I said I guess it does go back to your.
He said go back to your zodiac.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm an Aries and I apologize word for word for what it is, but that's as far as it's going. You either do this shit or you don't.
We're gonna jump into the comments because they is coming in. Let's see. Mimi say, hey, bad decision gang. What up in chat and brother?
What up?
He say, if you're not straightforward, does that, so Mimi says, if you're not straightforward, does that mean you have something to hide?
Well, going back to what brother said, it is situational. However, it's also topical. A lot of things don't come up right in the beginning of anything. Now, if you 5, 6, 7 years in, then shit, what you ain't been straightforward about now better remain the secret.
Boss man Dan?
I don't think there is a such thing as being too straightforward, honestly. But with me being very straightforward comes people calling me an asshole.
Right.
So like I don't know any other way to be, but I'm not apologizing.
Yeah.
You know, like if it hurt your feelings or you feel some kind of way about it, obviously what I said is kind of true.
Right.
Like, you know, you have to take my opinion into consideration of how I feel and like go from there. But I'm not apologizing.
And if your feeling was just a little assholish or you didn't understand, ask a question to make
yeah.
sure.
Ask a question. Clarify.
Yeah, make sure your feelings was hurt for the right reason, not the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Right.
It was, if it was even meant to be hurt.
Right.
I'm saying.
All right, we got Tiana. She says it's 100% a personal problem. Not being straightforward limits the respect given. I said something that I believe to be beneficial. You can either disagree or rebuttal. I like that.
True.
And I agree with that.
I mean, because, hey, you get to find out what you're dealing with up front. Look, I'm like this. I'm like that. I don't fuck with this. Straight up about that. Do you fuck with that or not?
Yeah. With me, in meeting people in general, when I was getting into the dating world, I straight up believe in being straightforward. I needed a female or a man to know exactly what the fuck they were signing up for with talking to me. Because you may just get all personalities in that week of knowing me. So I might as well go ahead and go ahead and let you know up front, listen, this is what I deal with. This is how I am. You can catch me on a good day, catch me on a bad day. You catch me on a bad day, this is what you gonna hear. It goes. I go ahead and let it be known because it's one of them. I'm gonna give you a self-awareness ahead of time. So then that way you got the choice to say, oh, I'm gonna still be cool with you, and now, bitch, I'm running. Honestly, that's probably where I fucked up again. Once again, I'm learning. Today's show is about Kelly J learning how she fucked up. I fucked up because in my last relationship, where it inquired a ring, it don't really count. But I'm just saying because I let that person know all the way of everything from start to finish, and I got bamboozled in the end.
Pull it back.
But what I can
because they wasn't straight up with you, straightforward with you.
Right. So in that situation, if one person is only being straightforward, it don't work.
Literally have to go both ways.
So maybe we asking the question.
Oh, Big E say maybe we asking the question wrong. How should the question be asked?
Because you can be straightforward when you're telling somebody something, but it's the questions that normally freeze everybody. That should be like, so hey, you get into this,
sure.
You gotta give a straightforward answer. Questions be precious sometimes.
Questions be precious.
You be sitting up there start sweating out of nowhere, you know you done hit a nerve.
Yep.
Hey.
It's vicious like that.
Hey. Let's see. We got Mimi saying, Tiana, you made some valid statements in your response. The thing to do is keep it straight. I think you younger folks need to rethink your opinions of not apologizing, in my opinion. Well, she done learned IMO and now she uses it often.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, what is there to apologize? Like I said, I will apologize.
I feel like you
for hurting your feelings.
I feel like you shouldn't have to apologize for how you feel.
Right.
Or
for being yourself.
Right.
You know.
But
like,
is that what she's saying apologizing for? Or is she saying maybe you apologizing for how it come off?
Listen. I don't know any other way of it coming out. It comes out however it comes out.
There's always a disclaimer.
Right.
But that must be that's part of that bad decision crew stuff.
Hey man, that's what led to it.
Look. In my opinion, I feel like I shouldn't have to apologize for what I said. You know, like
At what point do you have to apologize? Do you apologize
Right.
if you've hurt somebody's feelings? Do you apologize once your delivery was made? Like, does it go into it being interpersonal type? Is that the word I'm looking for?
See, that's the thing. Like, if I'm apologizing, I want to know exactly what I'm apologizing for.
Right. Now, when you apologize, do you put the word "if I hurt you"?
It all depends, because if I said something that I feel that is true, and it hurt your feelings, okay. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel. You know,
Okay.
but
You know, I hate that word "if" though.
yeah,
I only hate it because to me it cancels out your apology. So if you were to say for instance, you hurt my feelings, right?
Right.
And you be like, babe, I'm sorry for hurting you, or I apologize for hurting your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to turn around and be like, babe, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. Motherfucker, I just told you hurt my feelings. What the fuck you mean if? There shouldn't be no if in apology if I've already told you my feelings just got hurt. And disclaimer, y'all, he don't hurt my feelings at all. I'm pretty damn happy over here. But when it comes to other people, this be one of our topic of discussions.
But if but if I'm speaking truth and I'm speaking facts, I shouldn't have to apologize for that.
Okay.
There's that part. But then again, I understand what she's saying. It's not a thing of not apologizing. I mean, because an apology is going to be an apology. It's either going to be accepted or not. You're either going to be forgiven or not. But at the same time, though, it's not just a young thing. I mean, I'm 33. I done been in relationships where you wind up apologizing for stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do
Right.
with you.
So at that point in time, after you already apologizing for not you, why do you have to apologize for you when you are just being
yourself? Yeah.
Like I said, the words might come out different because that's a different person you dealing with. It ain't the same old Johnny Two-Step you've been talking to.
Right.
It's a new person.
He may be a little rough.
Yeah, you know, but if that ain't what you into and that ain't what you feeling, you got all the time in the world to say so before we go any further.
Right.
If language, demeanor, any of that is messed up to you from the jump, say
and
so
pay
right
attention
then.
to all of that. Just because the actions say one thing, if the words ain't matching them actions, whether you a man or a female, run. Don't stick around with it.
I like poking the beehive, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well, poking and get started.
Well, it's running, being straight up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm for real, because I mean, if I catch you in some bullshit as you saying it, it's gonna go down right there. We're not waiting until tomorrow. Like, hey. So you just did. So you know you done fucked up, don't you? Because when I asked you the first time, you said you bought the beer at 10:30.
Now you saying you bought the beer at 10:30. Which one was it? Was it 10:30 or 11:30? That's about the damn beer. Where's the receipt?
We getting right to it.
Where's the bank statement? What time does this read?
Which is, I mean, that's just part of being straightforward, because rest assured, nigga get caught in some bullshit during conversation, since, let's throw it out there, conversation rule of nation.
Mm-hmm.
So if a nigga get caught in some bullshit, whether he actually being straight up or running game, it ain't gonna make it back past that. There ain't gonna be no later phone call. There ain't gonna be no later text message. It's either gonna be, hey, this right here happened. I noticed this, and it's gonna let down. You're gonna get an easy letdown, or it's gonna be a whole scene, and then shit finna get bad, and you finna be made to look like a fool. That's just the way that shit happens. But it's the straightforward response.
That's the way love goes.
I mean, and I ain't talking, and then there's different types of being straightforward during conversation. Like, niggas be pillow talking. Niggas don't be wanting to admit it, but they be straightforward lying on the next one.
That nigga not gonna love you the way I do.
Shit, niggas be saying that shit and then wound up 2-3 kids and what happened to all that shit you was talking about.
Right.
Straightforward ass lying.
Right. We have Mimi here. She say, if you make a mistake, it's nothing to do but apologize and don't repeat it and move on.
But that's the thing. Where's the mistake in just being yourself and being honest?
Which is why normal conversation don't exist anymore. Most of this crap is start through somebody's mutual friend.
Somebody said this.
Or you get that random, yo, what's up? Because somebody got your number, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know this person, yada, yada, yada. it ain't never. I mean, it's not enough of yo or excuse me or hey, how you doing? Because don't nobody know how to respond to that no more. Y'all start laughing at a nigga when a nigga being for real.
True.
Yes.
It's kind of like holding the door open for a female.
Right. So
they
if you
look at you crazy.
Just because you're holding the door open for a female, don't mean that this dude is finna come try to holler at you. You just being the gentleman holding the door
nice.
up for you. You can at least say thank you.
But like I said, chivalry.
At least say thank you.
At least say thank you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the least you could do.
Yeah.
See, but most of these.
But that also go both ways for men, because I ain't gonna lie, I've actually held the door like I was coming out, so I ended up holding the door for the dude because it looked like he was gonna run over me, and I just held the door open. Dude walked on in. I turned around. I said, "You welcome," and he looked back. I said, "You welcome." I held the door for you, nigga. I could have shut the shit right behind me, honestly. And I dead ass would have was at 7-Eleven, and I would have shut that door, turned around and shut it, force closed it. Do you hear me? Exactly. Exactly.
Was he white?
Only door you can force close. Can't do that at Quick Trip because it's gonna open back up on the other side.
Look, was he white?
Nah, he was black.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, when it's the other Caucasian people, they cool. They'll say actually Caucasian people will hold the door. Like I've seen, and don't get me wrong, my black brothers, black kings, they will hold the door for me. However, it'd be the other way around where I'm holding the door for them. I'm not gonna lie. I actually held the door for men before and I have gotten some thank yous and I haven't got no thank yous. And when I don't get them thank yous, I act the fool. You welcome. Shit. Because I didn't have to do it.
Because I noticed with me, sometimes the other women will say something, but the other men won't say nothing. They kind of like, and it's probably going to bring up some other kind of topics, but
women don't do it either. Brother?
Yeah, my bad. I get more women that'll say, thank you. Like I said, them men will just look at you.
But they be like, well, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Unless you're a certain size or you appear to be scary.
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah. You're right about that.
Because I guarantee you, I hold the door up and I get appreciate that big homie. All right, brother. You know what I'm saying? You doing all right today? It is 5:40 in the morning. I'm trying to get home. But I'm good.
Having a whole conversation.
I'm good. Yeah, they finna walk by you and just bully you in the doorway. Nigga ain't gonna say nothing. Whatever. Oh, okay, bad. Walk over here and shoestring your ass. What you say?
Okay, we got Tiana. She says, you apologize when you're wrong. Why would I apologize for anything I didn't wrong? She says, saying if during an apology isn't sincere. It's like saying, yeah, I said that, but I'm not changing anything. So
yeah, that's what y'all saying. Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want no damn apology with the word ifs in it. Me personally, I don't. Because that's how I look at it as you saying it. Like, number one, if I come to you and I say, hey, this what you said or how you said, most times it's how the person said it to me. So when I'm talking to the person, I'm letting them know, okay, you said this is how I took it. The only thing that needs to come out your mouth is I apologize for that, or I didn't mean it that way. But if you were to say, I apologize if I hurt you, I could have sworn I just sat here and said you hurt my feelings.
Look, I said what I said.
I just told you hurt my feelings. Where's the if my feelings were hurt?
So,
come on, Aries, because I see you're already coming with it.
Yeah, beehive action. Here we go. No, not Beyonce. For anybody who tripping.
No, not Beyonce.
No, not this. Is it the same thing if you say but?
Yeah, because but and if both cancels.
When you apologize, be like, look, I apologize, but I ain't even do that shit.
But see, that's different. In my eyes, the way you just put it.
We talking about being straightforward, not like what you did or what you didn't do.
Right, but I'm just saying in the process of apologizing. Let's say you walk into a situation. Literally, you walk into this shit.
Okay, walking into a situation.
Some shit happened. Your opinion get asked. You get your opinion. And mind you, the situation was already fucked before you got there.
Okay.
Whatever you might have said might not have been the actual medicine.
But that's when I say you really don't want my opinion.
There's the disclaimer.
That's not being straightforward.
They insist, and you get to them, and they like, damn it. Then you can just kind of see the sheer.
But at that point, that's on him. Listen, if disclaimer has been given,
like, do you even as so? That's your man's $100,000. That's your, that's your bitch, every stitch, whatever. However, if that's who that is, and you got to keep it 1,000, and it's still just fuck them all up.
I mean, I'm still give my opinion, but I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
But do you still apologize after the disclaimer?
No, I'm not apologizing.
I gave a
because that's my opinion.
It's right.
I'm not apologizing for my advice or my opinion that was asked to be given.
Right.
That's my whole thing. Like, about being straightforward. I'm not apologizing. You asked the question. I'm giving you a straightforward answer. It's not my fault that you don't like the answer that I gave you. Or it's not my fault that it's not the answer that you wanted to hear.
That you wanted, right.
Yeah. So, like, I shouldn't have to apologize for that.
But I don't think that's what they saying, you apologizing for. I guess because if this is your significant other, it's not about you telling them how you feel, it's about the delivery.
Right.
So that's more or less what
okay, if my delivery come across fucked up, then you definitely not gonna like my next delivery because it's just gonna be just as evenly fucked up.
All right, so hold up. This remind me of some shit I seen niggas say. The most singing ass niggas can get away with everything, right? So if a nigga got a goddamn delivery, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got a goddamn delivery like Jodeci, right? Nigga can say anything he wants to, right? Still ain't gotta apologize. But if your delivery is like ODB, you gotta apologize.
You gotta apologize. You gotta apologize.
I don't care if it's Pimp C. I don't care how it is.
Well, if it's Pimp C, you might give him apologies. I'm sorry if even bringing this to you.
I mean, but what it boils down to, don't ask questions that you're not going to be able to handle the answer.
Yeah.
And
I would say that takes being straightforward with yourself.
Yeah, first you got to be straightforward with yourself.
But at the point in time of being asked, that shit might have been on laying it this whole time. So when you get to that point, it's time to be straightforward.
Because I have a question. My question, y'all, and then we're going to jump back into the comments. My question for y'all is straightforward and transparency. Okay? Straightforward and transparency. Being transparent means you're being open and honest. Nothing hidden. Literally, you could see through that shit. And of course, now I'm a graphic person. I do some graphics. Now, based off of the scale on your transparency, you can either have your image where it's fully shown or it starts to seep through to where eventually, if you keep it going through your transparency, the object that's on the screen will become invisible. So because of that, that now means you're open, you're completely honest with this. You following me? I know I'm putting it in graphic terms, but I'm good with it. All right. So we now becoming straightforward. Okay. Now, if I'm straightforward with you, I'm not fixing to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not fixing to hide anything. Now, I've oftentimes heard people say they want someone to be straightforward with them and transparent with them. But when we're sitting here having this conversation, whether I'm straightforward with you or transparent, you're not going to be able to handle it, is what I'm hearing.
But at the
people are not.
At the end of the day, if you're transparent with that person, they should already know what they're getting themselves into.
Also, being straightforward is what leads to transparency. You were told in the beginning. the disclaimer.
Mhm.
What the fuck this was
Right.
getting into.
Right.
So if you chose to ignore that or thought you could change it or you wasn't ready to accept it and roll with it, everything that you can't see.
Right.
You need to put some bifocals on or something.
Yeah, some
contacts.
you need to go get that LASIK surgery.
Yes.
You need to go and get yours done with the Cowboys.
Go ahead and get that LASIK. I tell anybody, get that LASIK surgery. Best decision I ever made.
You need that 60-60 vision. Apparently, hindsight ain't gonna help you with this.
At all.
Glass is in for it. No bullshit.
We jumping into the comments real quick. We got Mimi, our number one commenter. She says, I am sorry is putting a Band-Aid on it until the next time. I apologize means you are taking accountability and will not repeat. I say younger because you all are younger than me. Oh, okay. So that's what she was saying about us younger folks. We need to rethink. But I will say I actually agree with the whole apology and I'm sorry. And maybe it's because of how I was raised. However, what I can say is I am much more receptive to someone apologizing to me than saying I'm sorry. Just because I've heard people say I'm sorry and still do it again.
Yeah.
However,
I was taught you don't say.
I've learned to do it again. What is it, brother?
I was taught you just don't say I'm sorry because you know that's like that whole you speak stuff into existence stuff. You know, you sorry is saying you ain't nothing. You know, that's kind of high. So I apologize. You know, my bad, or you know, I understand what the issue is.
Because I'm gonna just go ahead and hit you with a smooth. My bad.
Right. Yeah, you know, my bad.
Oops. What the fuck is oops? You inconsiderate bastard. Like, yeah.
My fault. My fault. I don't know. At this point in my life, I really got to the point where I'm like, shit, my fault. My bad.
Oops, my bad.
My bad. I didn't mean it. Your feelings hurt.
But that's situational too.
It is situational because I'll even get to a point where I won't say nothing to nobody just because, number one, I respect you as a person and I don't want to hurt your feelings. So to avoid not hurting your feelings, I just don't say nothing at all.
It's kind of like if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say
Don't say nothing at all. Right.
Yeah.
I use that into my everyday life.
And that goes part when I was like, well, you don't want to hear what I got to say about the situation.
See, I tried that as a youngin'. So I would actually talk that. I got bullied a lot. Like, yeah, it's hard to believe I got bullied a lot as a child. And then one day I was told, yeah, I can talk back. And then the rest was
My
history.
mama said, mind your
Yeah, that's all it takes.
motherfucker business.
And then, you know, I experienced getting jumped, and I was like, you said I can fight back. So she was like, no, I'll fight back and talk shit. So then that was born. So now it's a whole thing of, you know, fighting back and talking shit, and, you know, having to laugh at people while they getting their ass.
Just things that you've been having stored up for when you needed the okay to say.
Yeah, so, you know, I be quiet a whole lot until shit like this happens. Because I just sit back and watch and store a whole bunch of shit. It's a whole memory bank.
So let me ask, with y'all having kids, Brother and Big E, with y'all having kids in the way we were raised, what are some things that y'all are implementing or have implemented with your kids that you wish your parents would have implemented with y'all?
So for me, I'm just opposite of my old man. Like my daddy didn't do nothing with me, you know, for the most part. So every chance I get, you know, I'm taking my son to football game, basketball games, whatever. You know me, I skate parks, I done did it all. Whatever he trying to do, I'm about it.
Yeah.
For me, it's just implementing that time spent, you know, even as far as talking and texting, like, hey, call me every week or text me, or, you know what I mean? Like, we talk on the regular, but I'm calling most of the time.
No, those are facts. Because for me, mine would be actually being straightforward with them. Like my pops died when I was 15. I didn't find out the truth of what happened to him until I was 21. Because everybody wasn't telling me exactly what happened. Because me and him was close before he got hurt, he got sick, and he went nuts. This was all I was told.
In that order?
In that order. My dad was a country boy from Arkansas, man. He was used to doing everything. The oldest of 12.
Oh, yeah.
So when he got hurt,
That was
we technically didn't need him. He was already, of size and strength. So him not having to do shit kind of fucked his head up. Going to dialysis, taking medicine, this, that, and the third. Sometimes wandering off because he didn't know where the fuck he was at. That was all shit I was lied to about. Didn't know what the fuck happened. After I found out what happened, I didn't say shit to nobody for a long ass time. So what I
kind of feel like you were lied to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what I ain't gonna do to my kids is the same shit. I go to the hospital, any of that shit, anything happen, just tell them. Because if they find out any other way or find out what really happened, well, you seen how my kids are with me, shit. They're going to cry, and they're gonna go ham on whoever didn't tell them.
So basically, you want them to hear from you rather than somebody else.
Because I don't sugarcoat shit to them. If I tell them I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna be there, I'll be here at this time.
They know.
Rest assured. If they look out the door if I tell them I'm gonna be somewhere at 8:05, they look out the window, out their door, I'm in the parking lot at 8:04.
Right.
That's how it is.
If I tell my son I'm on my way, I'm coming.
Shit, and I tell them, y'all reschedule this to where y'all want to do it because something happened. Can we do it in a couple of days this time? Yep. I don't care what the fuck it is, what I got going. Hey, E, where you going? To the kids.
Enough said.
that's the response to the kid. Where you on your way to? Look at the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. It'll be a couple of hours. Yeah. And hell, I mean, you can ask anybody that know me. If you've seen me, you've seen my kids.
Facts. Them precious little baby.
You have seen them. That's my extra left leg, right leg, and my tail. Yep, I am a whole animal out here. And if anybody didn't know, yes, I have 5 in total. Co-ed starting basketball team. We in there.
Yeah. And they are some beautiful babies.
Tough as hell and don't foul them because they don't flop.
That I love so dearly. I love your children. They are truly amazing.
I took them to eat the other day at CC's. Oh my God.
Just put them out of business, bro.
We almost had to leave.
How you gonna get kicked out of a buffet?
I got kicked out of a buffet by myself. But that was a very high afternoon.
Well, see, you should have been straightforward with them. Look, I'm high.
They asked me when I walked in, and like it was being smart. And then you make a little blow. Came here to eat some of that up. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck your whole stuff.
Gonna fuck your whole place.
And he started laughing. He was like, I'm like, you are make that laughing, but I'm not bullshit. I don't even want no tray. Just give me a plate and a cup. I don't damn the bullshit. I walked over there and you can just, let me get this, and this. Let me order that pizza back there and that one, and I'll holler at y'all when they get it. When filled up to them hoes and just sat there typewriter in that shit. Just needless to say, I did win $200 after that shit.
Hey,
come up.
That was a major come up.
Yeah, because some dude I was like, man, you done probably ate like 20-something pizzas. I'm like, I know you can't eat this other whole one. I'm like, you want to bet?
It's really want to bet.
$200 right here says you can't finish the plate you got in this whole pizza. I looked at that nigga.
Oh my dear.
I looked at that nigga and laughed, bro. I started laying pizza on top of you. Making pizza sandwiches, nigga.
At that moment.
When I got to that last piece, like I went. Lean forward. Whoa. Yeah, it's gone, player.
That's all he took.
Crush 2, man. Give him my money. Hey, who's paying for all this? It's on him.
That's all he took.
That nigga right there.
That's on him.
Oh, brother.
Wait, what up?
I know this is not a topic for what we're talking about, but did y'all see the Facebook post? And they were saying if you added ninja, the actual word, to all of Michael Jackson's songs.
I'll put nigga in it.
Oh yeah, when I said you,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've never
I'm
laughed.
staring at the ninja in the mirror.
I
Yeah,
was
they was
like,
hitting it up.
what? They were, but then it made me actually want to go listen to all his songs at that
And
moment.
Smooth Criminals by and then Beat It is funny.
Yes, Beat It.
Stupid.
That
Oh,
and Hey Pretty Lady with the high heels on. It's a Hey Pretty Ninja with the high heels on.
Okay, like that's the second time they've done it. Like, you know how many songs you gotta do? Whatever. 4 or 5 separate 30-minute lists.
Just with them 6, 7, 8 songs that they put up there, I was dying. Shit was funny.
Sounds like
I was like, of all the songs, they could put.
All right.
Well,
let me hit one word hurt one time.
Well, wait, cause wait, cause I made today special for you, brother. Real quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a moment, you guys. We've discussed this before, and I think it's time that he's been going strong with the show a few months. I could say months. There we go with that whole time frame. Mm-hmm. With us for a few weeks right now, and without further ado, you guys, I'm so happy to say we officially have an Evans exit banner. And with that being said, special remarks are now up by Evans with Evans exit.
Right. So straightforward. Let's get straight to it. No matter if it's situational, topical, whichever way you're going to do it, being honest is the same thing as being straightforward. As it was said earlier, transparency is a key. But being transparent is only comes after you've been given the straightforward lowdown about who and what you're dealing with. Whether it's just getting into a business relationship, just making friends, or somebody you with, or somebody you trying to be with. Those initial steps in them first moments, how they say first impression is the last impression, it really is. How you act, your demeanor, the way you look, the way you talk, really your intellect. Brains, all of that stuff go into accountability now. And everybody not everybody, but most people are looking at that. If you're smart enough, you're looking at it. But the ones who not, all they can go off of is what they told. And if you being told straight up what you dealing with, you ain't got no other reason to believe otherwise unless you shown otherwise. If it's that transparent after that, you'll be able to know what position you got to be in and what position your partner finna be in, your business partner finna be in, your friend, your homie, whatever it may be. When it's understood after being straightforward, the relationship moves straightforward. It ain't no hiccups. It ain't no sideways shit. It ain't none of that backstabbing shit. It's tit for tat. We with this and we with that. And that's all it can be. If you looking for something, you want something out of a relationship, a friendship, don't you think being straightforward is telling them what you want and what you looking for at that moment? If they not with that, then I ain't the person for you, or you don't want to be with me, all that. That's the same thing as being straightforward. Preach. If you're going to ask it, be prepared for what come back from it. And if you live that shit, you can speak that shit, no matter how it come out. If it is what it is of what you saying, it'll come out like it's supposed to. But if you lying about what you are, it's always a hiccup or a stutter. Preach. And it take too much goddamn time, work, and thought to keep up with some goddamn lies. Preach. Everybody tied into everybody through some form of social media, so shit get back around a lot faster than need be. And everybody don't listen to the person they supposed to listen to first before shit happens. Facts. If you ain't gonna be with the person you supposed to be for what they say first and trust their word and that person for who they are, you shouldn't be in that situation at first. And apparently being lied to is what you like. Ooh. Preach. So if you don't like being made a fool of or being played like a nigga favorite game, listen to what a nigga tell you. Look for the signs. Let the actions tell the story of what a nigga done told you. Same thing, vice versa. Female is the aggressor, or she actually willing to talk and get them feelings out at the jump, which is a rarity. But if you lucky enough to get there from the start, your ass better pay attention because she ain't gonna mention it again. Not in the detail you about to get it in. Same shit. Live by what you say. And if you know that shit ain't you, don't be capping about some shit that ain't about nothing you do. You don't live that type of lifestyle, none of that. If you a whole square ass nigga, be a square ass nigga.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nigga, if you a bookworm ass chick, be a bookworm ass chick. Nigga, if you in the streets every day, I wish you would find something better to do, but nigga, do your thing. If you're out there on the host road, Lord help them.
Hey, we had this conversation last week.
But do your
they
thing.
Want to be a hoe.
Do your thing. But
we support all the hoes.
You start catching feelings for somebody and they catch feelings for you. Don't sit up there and act like you wasn't just down the street on Harry Hines with little Johnny and Ray Ray and Bam Bam and them.
That $40.
Yeah, for that 40 slab. I'm just saying.
I mean, but she probably would have caught them feelings over that 40 slab.
Yeah, well, that ain't my problem. That's hers.
40 slab.
Say what you gotta say. Tell the truth. Because at that point, it's a nigga decision to turn a hoe into a housewife or leave a bitch.
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
You don't think it's a lot of them out there now?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Shit. If you got to worry about where your wife at, that was like that before y'all got married.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what she was doing. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
You do.
You thought you was Mr. Lock her ass up. Nigga, please.
You thought you was the only one getting
When you got it on lock, it comes straight back home.
When you got it on lock,
you get the straightforward everything every day, every night.
You shall do straightforward, up, down.
Where you at? I'm right here. Where you at? Right
forward.
Here. Are you really there? I'm really here. Straight your location. Okay. That's straightforward. That's when you ain't got to worry about nothing. That's when transparency has reached its peak.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm an open book at the end of the day.
So with that being said, no, there's no such thing as being too straightforward. But people will need to say what they're willing to hear and accept and what you're willing to deal with. The only thing you can do is be straightforward with the answer, but lie to yourself about what you really mean.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you want somebody don't mean you should be with them.
Oh, say that one more time.
Just because you want somebody don't mean you should be with them. Yeah, motherfucker could tell you all the right shit in the world that you want to hear, all because the last nigga didn't. Them same words will be most certainly crippling to you once everything comes down.
Listen, I will forever say lesson learned. That's all I can say. Sometimes when you ain't got nothing nice to say.
So for all the guests and listeners and everybody who tuned in, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in to the whole show.
Yes, shout out. That was our first ever Evans exit with the whole banner. Hey,
promo.
Boom. I'm just saying, with the bad decision shirt, make sure y'all, we fixing to actually.
Yeah, merch still to come. Stay tuned.
Merch still to come, and hopefully we'll be able to tell y'all soon where y'all can go purchase the shirts for the Bad Decision crew. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think Bad Decision crew should have a segment on Kelly J's show on the Kelly J Network.
Let's do it.
Y'all think we can pull it off?
Y'all should have seen it. Me, you should see this video. But I gotta see it too.
Oh God. Y'all think we could cut up for a whole hour?
Yeah. I kind of had somebody's girlfriend But she was a little nervous.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like, "Nah, that's my big homie watching." I was like, "It's all right. I'm just really good. I ain't finna take it."
Oh well, normally it would be Brother and I saying this, but to Big E and Boss Man, that's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all.
All right. Well, y'all, it is your girl Kelly J, Brother, Big E, aka Evan, aka Bodyguard, with Boss Man Ben, aka Ben, aka Act Like You Know.
AKA pull up game.
Pull up game strong.
AKA.
AKA I already bitch out.
Need that on a shirt.
Right. Well, y'all make sure y'all tune in on Monday where we'll have the king himself, Nijis Rain, back on the show, you guys, on Monday. He was here a few weeks ago. Him and all the team, his whole team, when they came on to talk about the ins and outs of the industry. He'll be coming back on the show with just himself this past Monday. Y'all stay tuned because clearly the Bad Decision crew will be having our own segment right here on the Kelly J Network channel. I actually like that, Kelly J Network channel.
Viewer discretion.
Advised is what we gonna say. But y'all, without further ado, please tune back in on Monday, and we are out.
Holla.
Holla.
Hey.